Here is something surprising about drawing ideas. Most beginners do not struggle with drawing lines, shapes, or shading. They struggle with choosing what the drawing should be about. When the mind sees nothing, it does not know where to begin. But when the mind sees a small scene, imagination begins building pictures almost automatically. That is where prompts become powerful. A prompt is simply a short sentence that suggests a drawing idea. Instead of asking your brain to invent something from nothing, you give it a starting point. That starting point becomes the spark for imagination. Story prompts work especially well because humans naturally understand stories. Even a tiny story moment helps the brain imagine a scene. Think about this example. Astronaut. Your mind might imagine a spacesuit. Now imagine adding rabbit. Suddenly, there are two characters. Now imagine adding sharing a sandwich. Now the characters are interacting. Finally, imagine a floating rock in space. Your brain now sees a scene. That is the idea behind story drawing prompts. The sentence gives the imagination something to react to. This works best when the prompt has three small pieces. First, you choose an object or character. Next, you add a detail or companion. Finally, you place the characters inside a small story moment. When those pieces combine, the drawing idea becomes easier to visualize. For example, if you read the sentence, tiny astronaut sharing a sandwich with a moon rabbit on a floating rock, your mind begins filling the rest. You might imagine stars behind them. You might imagine crumbs floating in space. You might imagine the rabbit happily holding half the sandwich. That is the power of a simple prompt. Here is how the process works. First, choose the main object or character. Next, add a detail or second character. Finally, place the character inside a moment. This small rhythm works because it slowly feeds the imagination information. Instead of overwhelming the mind with a complex idea, it builds the scene piece by piece. If this helped the blank page feel a little less intimidating, the full step-by-step version continues right from here. I walk through the entire process of creating story drawing ideas with AI prompts slowly with real examples. And you can take the full lessons free for a month using my link below. Plus, thousands of other creative classes for a month, including drawing, sketching, and illustration. Before you go, you're welcome to leave a quick comment because even one small word like clear or helpful helps more beginners discover this video. And I'm curious about something simple. When you sit down to draw, do you sometimes feel stuck choosing what drawing should be about? If you have any questions, feel free to ask as well. Thanks so much for watching. If this helped you feel a little calmer about starting your next drawing, you can gently like the video, share with someone, and subscribe for more drawing ideas like this.